I'm Hannah Priscilla Martin, and I'm here at the Homegrown Art Gallery in Providence, Rhode Island. So this is the gallery, but outside we have a special window display as part of gallery night. It's my own artwork. I'm the curator here, but I'm also an artist and have a studio. So my background in art is I studied printmaking at University of Buffalo. I've been living in Rhode Island for about 10 years now. I mostly do watercolor and acrylic painting. At this moment, a lot of landscape-inspired things, but I've always been sort of drawn to journaling art as well. Mara Kelman is a real inspiration of mine, as well as Frida Kahlo, and they're both artists that sort of have a painterly feel, but also are drawn to words and how those can be integrated in art. So I have a collection of watercolors that are up at the big Rhode Island Turkset Gallery right now. So that's another way you can see my art. But yeah, that's mostly my process is sort of intuitive. I am inspired by taking walks in nature, sort of those little moments of words like or phrases coming into your mind, and sort of taking that and just bringing that into the studio. I don't usually photograph things when I'm walking, but I take sort of that energy from either inspiration from nature, inspiration from just sort of a spontaneous thought, and I try to bring that sort of pure feeling and sort of just looseness and lightness to my artwork. I think there's often some sadness in there too, but it's kind of this, trying to express emotions that don't really exist in one word, but can sometimes, with word and color and image, give you like a little snapshot of a feeling. And I think that's really what my art is trying to do, is give you a little piece of a feeling. So I wanted to do something that felt inspiring in this time that's been really difficult for us, and especially for creative people. A little phrase that I wrote down on a scrap of paper earlier in this time of COVID was never give up. And I did a little face with that, and it was sort of a self-encouraging act that I did as I was working on cutting mats and doing other things that were just sort of mindless. And then as I started planning this display for gallery night, I wanted something that was an expression of positivity. And that phrase came back to me, and that little image. So I replicated that image a number of times using rainbow colors, which everybody loves bright colors, or at least I do. So yeah, I wanted to replicate that, and I hung those pieces in the window along with a little painting that says beautiful Providence. So altogether it says beautiful Providence, never give up, and that phrase, never give up, is repeated many times. And it was a really sort of meditative sort of exercise for me to do these paintings where you're just doing these words sort of over in different colors. And I would almost recommend to anyone else, if they're like sort of trying to connect with some sort of creative energy or just some sort of peaceful energy, to find a phrase. You can use never give up and just write it down in different ways as many times as you want, as many times as you need. So there's kind of like almost a little art practice within this piece too that I encourage everyone to take on. You really enjoy it, and come by and check it out.